Newcastle United boss Eddie Howe has admitted that the club are working very hard to bring in new signings ahead of transfer deadline day next week. As the Magpies look to add to their 3 defensive acquisitions so far this summer, Howe remains intent on signing a number of forward players to boost his options in the final third of the pitch, as Newcastle look to challenge for the European places this season, with Watford's Joao Pedro being strongly linked. However, even though Howe is supportive of the club in their efforts to bring in new players over the next 8 days, he admits that he doesn't know who Newcastle will sign as things are ever changing. When asked if he could say who Newcastle will sign over the rest of this month, Howe told The Telegraph, "If I knew I would be able to tell you. Currently it's an ever-changing thing. I would love to add to its squad and bring in players who can make a real difference to the team. We are working very hard to achieve that." It's safe to say that Newcastle certainly haven't lived up to their status as the richest club in the world this summer, having only signed 3 players for a combined total of around £60 million, after struggling to strike up a number of deals for some of their top targets. Matt Targett was signed on a permanent deal for £15 million following his successful loan spell in the second half of last season, while goalkeeper Nick Pope £10m and long-term target Sven Botman £35m were also snapped up in what are 2 very shrewd pieces of business. But it has been more than 7 weeks without any further additions to the first team, although the Magpies are continuing to chase another winger and striker to give them more attacking threat. Watford star Pedro is the name most strongly linked with a move to Tyneside this month, and although they had their first offer rejected by the Hornets for the Brazilian forward, the Magpies are reported to have made a second bid that is believed to be in the region of £30 million including add-ons, according to Sky Sports. But when asked about the claims that a deal is done for Pedro, Howe told The Telegraph, "That's not entirely accurate, but I'm not sort of dealing with these things minute to minute. I'm sort of in the background hearing what's happening, but I don't think that's correct." Either way, it appears that both clubs are continuing to work on a deal. Watford are under no pressure to sell, with Pedro still having 3 years remaining on his contract. But the Hornets are said to be considering the latest proposal. The Magpies only have Callum Wilson, who already has 2 goals in 3 games this season, but has picked up yet another injury, and £25 million January signing Chris Wood, who is yet to start a single game this season, as their forward options. Fan favorite Alan Saint-Maximin provides further attacking flair out wide, while Miguel Almiron is another option on the opposite flank. But it is clear that more signings are needed in this area, and capturing Pedro, who can play anywhere across the front 3, would be a good start.